So you can see we're just planning everything. We always try to plan. We got a business plan. This will eventually be a ticket order desk. The guy will work out of there because we're going to be
just like you have at the Home Depots and
Yep,
stuff.
yep. Because we're going to be we make our own metal, we make custom metal, and we're growing. Our roll formers are on the way. We got the break and shear in now. This is already, just by having this, I've had this 2 months, and I've already closed jobs specifically because of this.
How much this cost?
I think the two together about 300,000.
300,000.
Yeah.
300,000 investment, and you just do it's metal shop essentially.
Yep.
I love how you utilize those cages.
So this was left with the building. I think they're old carpet racks or something, even though this was an HVAC company. But yeah, we're utilizing it. Online.
How much metal do you do?
So we're fairly new at it. We've installed a bunch of standing seam metal roofs, things like that we ordered from each other, or from other suppliers. Have you ever been to the Florida Keys?
Yes.
You see anything other than a metal roof there?
No.
Used to be shingle roofs, used to be tile roofs. They made it the code that if you replace the roof, doesn't matter what you had before, it has to be metal. And it's for uplift and for wind and everything else. Oakland Park, which is a little municipality in Fort Lauderdale, has to be metal. Doesn't matter if you had shingles, doesn't matter if you had tile. It's metal. So
why is that? Like CD believes in that metal is a superior to it?
For uplift, we're the high velocity hurricane zone. That's where we are.
So nobody buys asphalt manufacturer promises of 130 miles an hour.
But we every storm get 170, sure. 180, 200 gusts.
They say 150.
Right. So yeah, I mean that's lower. If you go up the intercoastal, all the beautiful homes. The last 3 years I've seen the change. People replace their roof. It's a metal roof now. Everyone's going metal. That market is growing and growing and growing. So from a solar standpoint, I like it better because you're clamping onto the seams. Yes. You're not putting penetrations in the roof, which is why I feel both markets are taking off very fast. Just based on when I was supposed to have my roll formers and can't get them, because the backlog that these guys are telling me of metal machines that have to service the whole country, and talking to the sales rep, all the new orders they're getting, it seems like everybody's going to metal.
Well, metal is the fastest growing category, period, in the roofing industry, out of all products.
Yep. So with our code change this year for a shingle roof, if you got to now do a 30-pound or synthetic, we don't really use some synthetic in South Florida, and then you do the full ice and water shield on the complete roof to get the insurance discount. This is the rumor. Insurance companies now, after 10 years, for insurance purposes, are going to go to cash value for a roof. Okay. But right now,
they're already pushing.
They're pushing. I was the first guy 10 years ago installing hurricane windows and doors, telling people, don't install hurricane shutters. And I was going to all of the insurance conferences, and it made sense to me. If you and I live in an apartment complex and I have hurricane windows and you have shutters, there's a storm coming, you're out of town, you don't put your shutters up, guess what? Our whole roof's coming off together because you didn't put your shutters up. So insurance companies started raising prices, even if you had shutters, but we're giving you discounts if you had hurricane windows and doors. So now I see roofing doing the same thing. Now, if you don't have a sealed deck and you don't have ice and water shield under the whole roof in our state, they're giving major discounts for that. And if you don't do it, some of them won't insure you now, they're saying. So to me, by the time you do all that for a shingle roof, you're better off doing metal. It's gonna come out around the same price. So at some point, shingle and metal are gonna converge price-wise in our state. At
least for Florida, yeah.
Right, in our market, yeah. And it's because of the uplift in the hurricane wind zone. We probably do different clip spacing than everyone else, every 6 inches. Just for that and for that reason. And we got engineered calculations on the uplift. So it's just a natural progression for me to get into metal. I've seen the writing on the wall. I believe it's going to be more. And what I think solar is going to do, it makes more sense putting solar on a metal roof.